Hey guys, welcome back to another Top 5 Tuesday. Today we are looking at top 5 TikTok books. So there's a lot of them, but I have chosen 5 of them. And I'm going to jump back and forth. I'm going to tell you about them and then read them and let you know what I think after, and do that book for book. So yeah, I'll be doing each book in 5, but you'll see me jumping outfits, going from past to present, future, all of the above. Our first book is The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. And this one says, when Nora feels stuck in life with nowhere to turn, she finds herself in a dreamlike library where each book on the infinite shelves can transport her to a parallel version of her life had she made other choices. This fascinating sci-fi fantasy read has spurred countless discussions on TikTok about whether its message is more inspirational or existential. So, I will be keeping that in mind. That question, is it more inspirational or existential? Just finished The Midnight Library. It was really good. I suggest it. It was worth the hype. Suggested if you are looking for a book about just like hope and thinking about your choices that you've made in life, different paths that you could be on, and like what would happen. Definitely more of an existential read than inspirational in my opinion, just because like it's so focused on like she believes like that there's no hope and like there's no future. She doesn't know where her life like is going, and even like when she comes back to life, like she knows that it's not all, like there is hope, but there's still darkness in it. But yeah, so that's my opinion. I would suggest going to read it for yourself, letting me know what you guys think. Definitely worth the hype though. The second one I chose is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. In this mythical retelling set during the Trojan War, Patroclus is exiled to Phthia after a terrible misunderstanding and meets the Prince Achilles. As their friendship turns romantic, Achilles is called to fight in the war against Troy with a terrible prophecy ahead of him. So, just finished The Song of Achilles. Great book. Really enjoyed it. It's funny though, halfway through, or like partway through the book, I was like, this seems so familiar. Like, have I read it before? And then I was like, no, like it's new. Like, talked myself out of it, being like, no, it only came out 2019, whatever. So I kept reading, and then like I love a good retelling, so I was like into it. And then like halfway through I was like, I swear I've read this before. And so I looked up like the date, the publishing date, and sure enough, not 2019, 2012. And then I was like, oh yeah, I did read this book like 10 years ago when it first came out. So, but I couldn't remember, like my memory is not very good, so I couldn't, like I had the feeling that I knew what was going on, but I couldn't remember what actually happened. So that was good. That was fun. Yeah, great book. If you love a retelling, this is a book for you. So the third one that I have chosen is also by Madeline Miller, Cersei. It is a retelling of the Odyssey, from the witch's perspective, Cersei's perspective. So, yeah. Let's talk Cersei. So after reading Song of Achilles, I knew that I had read both of them. Like, I had realized I read Cersei too, back when I read it the first time, like 10 years ago. So I went into the book being like, yeah, I've read this. Yes, it feels like meeting an old friend again, that you kind of know what's going on, but not like fully, because it's been a while. But yeah, so I knew it was going, like, had the general gist of like, yeah, I read this. I liked it, I liked Song of Achilles better, but it was a fun retelling, like, no complaints. Yeah, just that I had read it 10 years ago when it first came out. So, the fourth book that I have chosen is A Court of Thorn and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. TikTok readers cannot stop talking about this steamy fantasy series that began as a Beauty and the Beast retelling. When fire accidentally kills a fairy, she's dragged to a magical kingdom by a masked captor. Closely guarded secrets of the fairylands begin to emerge as fire's resentment towards her captor melts from anger to romantic passion. Just finished reading Court of Thorns and Roses. It was good. I gave it a 4-star. Yeah, slow burn. TikTok loved that slow burn and the love triangle, enemies to lovers. It was good retelling of Beauty and the Beast. I love good retelling. And I liked that, like, I never knew, like, what was going to happen, like, the plot, like, just never knew, which was nice. Like, some books you can read and you're like, oh, it follows a typical pattern, but not this one. So I think I'll read the rest in the series. The last one I chose, the fifth one, is The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. Linus Baker is a caseworker at the department in charge of magical youth, overseeing extraordinary children who live in government-sanctioned orphanages. When Linus is sent on a highly classified mission to check on a home with 6 dangerous children, he meets the most fascinating and wonderful group of magical kids, cared for by a charming gentleman with more burning secrets than Linus could imagine. Okay, what do I say about this one? The House in the Cerulean Sea. Absolutely loved it. 5-star. So many, like, themes of acceptance, and then, like, fighting prejudice and segregation, and just all of them, like, so many parallels to, like, politics throughout the years, like different marginalized groups. Like, you can draw so many parallels. I'm not even gonna go into that, but, like, just loved all those underlying currents. Plus, like, the characters just fell in love with, like, all the different ones. They're just so cute and so much personality, and just gotta love them. Yeah. Big thumbs up. And that was all 5. I finished reading my 5 TikTok recommended books. Let me know if you've read any of them and what was your favorite.